All right, so we all fondly remember the day when we drank our first legal sip of alcohol.
You are bad.
So the United States of America celebrates Legal Drinking Age Day on July 21st. Every year, people not only get nostalgic about their first drinks and raise a toast to it, but it's also a day to create awareness about responsible drinking among young people. On this day, conversations are also had on how to tackle the rising cases of alcoholism and driving under the influence. The easiest way to celebrate Legal Drinking Age Day is by relaxing with your favorite drink after a long day. If you're over the legal drinking age. So what are you going to be relaxing with tonight, ladies? What's your favorite drink?
Well, you said it's legal for me to drink.
That's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying. What are you going to be celebrating with? You're supposed to celebrate with a drink.
Vodka and Coke.
Is that what you like? Is that your favorite?
No, it's not my favorite. I like wine. I like champagne, but a little bit of the vodka, just to get you.
I'm a shepherd kind of person.
Share what?
My poison of choice is American honey.
Oh, okay.
It's I think it's a woman's whiskey or whatever they want to call it, but I like sugar.
Sweet.
Yes, and I don't know if it's really supposed to be a cocktail mix, but I like it smooth. I haven't been in the mood for any kind of alcohol in like 2 months.
Oh.
Wow.
Why is that?
That's good. It means it's a good thing. It means you're not an alcoholic.
I'm not. I don't have any addiction.
Let me not go there.
Please don't go to national TV and make my character look flawed. Stop it.
Honorable, I will not go there.
I am honorable.
That's not my father. We know your choice.
What is it?
Not be box fees. I mean, which one do you remember again? Which one is your own?
I'm not so much of, but yeah, a box fees in honor of someone dear to us.
So cream and coffee mixed.
A bad idea, yes. Cream mixed with coffee.
Nice. Okay, let's move on to what we found in the news. Who has good news for us, first of all?
I do have good news.
So maybe we should start with the good news.
I do have good news. We have a 64-year-old female politician winning the presidential election in India.
That's so nice. That should be my news. I love it. I would love
and
to.
You're even younger.
I just saw it and I jumped on it. Now, she's the second female president, ever. So imagine being in charge of 2 billion people, which is a majority of the population of the world.
Yeah.
Yes, India has one of the largest populations in the world.
I hope the feminine touch would make a difference.
It should actually, and it
should. It should. The interesting thing is she's also from a minority group. Okay. She was elected as the country's president on today. Her name is Murmu. I hope I didn't slander it. She's from the Santal tribe, which is a minority group in India, and she was nominated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's ruling Hindu nationalist Bharatiya Janata Party. It's her fellow contender also put out on Twitter. They congratulated her, and it seemed like a very fair election, and they're looking forward towards the minority part of India gaining ground, finding a voice.
Like a small,
she's representing women. She's representing the minority group. So it's a very.
No, this is actually a good win for India, because India has suffered a lot of discrimination amongst women. Not only women, then and the minorities as well. So this would just help blend. We're hoping that it will help blend that equality better. Yes. That gap, it will close that gap. But Lydia, quickly, your story.
Mine wasn't anything major. It was just, the different bishops that turned up for the reveal of Shetima. And Nigerians, in their sense of humor that they always seem to have turned it into a bishop challenge. So many people have found blankets and duvets in their house.
I almost did mine.
I'm telling you, with brushes.
This is the Bishop challenge.
With pans and teapots, teacups, any which way but where.
But why do we make a joke out of everything?
So
But
because
they made a joke out
they made
of
a
us.
mockery out of.
They made a joke out of us thinking that we wouldn't even have a clue.
Excuse me,
What respectable bishop would be gumming themselves together in a queue? I don't think they understand when they say my eminence, your eminence, or whatever, when they respect these people command. And they'll be lining up as if they're trying to get into, when they were trying to instill a war against indiscipline. They didn't even look the part. You know, they didn't look the part. The colors were out of place. Did anybody
And the
talk
female
about this
bishop
yesterday?
that played the role of.
The wig on her head, she was like, "Oh, it's me. I don't know what I'm doing here."
You know, they said she was playing the role of Archbishop Margaret Idahosa. That got me laughing.
It was like a Nollywood casting of
I'm not even finding it
Rose
funny.
costume
No,
rehearsal.
I found it really sad.
So it was sad and distasteful.
Yeah.
At the same time, it was just like a revelation of how low we've gotten to as a country, right? Because even afterwards, we saw a lot of them taking off the costume and trying to go and do the
Collecting the fees that
ablution,
they
and some were accusing the people of having promised them 100,000. Yes, no,
Yes.
having promised them 100,000 to come for that appearance. They ended up getting 40,000 naira. So I mean,
Well, there are also publications out there that have said that these are credible bishops. That
oh yeah,
have
because
said
I saw a video of one of the bishops.
The PR.
Yeah,
One of the bishops said,
one of the bishop guy, he wasn't wearing a uniform, talking. He finally granted an interview. You know, some of them didn't grant an interview,
okay.
but one finally
Authentic
granted
one.
well, he seemed authentic,
Credible.
but you know, but hey. Well, since you're taking your story, let me quickly take mine, because you know my own is just linked to Peter
Hail
Obi.
bishops.
You know, in the spirit of bishops, Peter Obi has seen his own bishop. You know, so he finally meets Bishop Oyedepo. They said now he's the real bishop. So you see, this kind of stories, you can't understand the sweetness of the story until you go on the timeline and read the comments below, right?
We
So
go to comment for a living.
you know, but of course, the Labour Party presidential candidate, and he's the subject of our conversation today. You know, he's met with Bishop Oyedepo. Anybody that knows what's it called, Bishop Oyedepo, know that he is a force to be reckoned with in Nigeria, because he's one of the biggest, you know, and his ministry doesn't just stop in Nigeria, it spans across the world. So, I mean, for him to have finally given him audience, right, it means that there's some level
Take
of
it as an
I
endorsement.
think it's
something like that. But hey,
you said
You can't.
audience. Not
yes, audience, yes.
Not
No,
endorsement.
no, not endorsement,
Yes.
it's audience. You know, because the truth is, I mean, part of why there are accusations around this fake bishop, right, is the fact that people are speculating that the men of God, the clergymen, are refusing to give Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu audience. So that's why they had to go and what's it called, hire fake representation of the Christian faith, right? So I mean, I like the way the things are unfolding. We'll just be watching. I just thought to mention, but you know, like your story.
My news went outside of Nigeria, and I have that Biden test positive for COVID-19. President Joe Biden tested positive for COVID-19 on Thursday. His administration announced, saying the 79-year-old leader was experiencing mild symptoms and will carry out his full duties while isolating at the White House. He's fully vaccinated and twice boosted.
I don't
wonder
understand
how we can get fully vaccinated, get the boost shot, and still test positive. With all the level of security, the protection, it means...
he never stopped wearing his nose mask.
Yes, how
You
can
know?
he test positive to COVID-19, but he did test
He
positive.
could have
Even
been
without the
exposed
protection
one way
and
or the
everything,
other.
that's not what bothers
It's no
me.
guarantee,
It's the
actually.
fact that you got the vaccine, you
Double
got
boosting twice.
and being the president, you can imagine how many checks they
Yes,
have
they
every
have to
single
do every
day,
now and again.
he still
tested
catches
positive.
COVID. So
what
what's
happens
the
to an
point of having
average?
it?
What's the faith of an average citizen of America or even Nigeria?
Of
We
any one of us that
literally-
have gotten the vaccine is the point I'm even making.
Because this kind of man will get the best vaccine possible ever.
The
But-
truth of it is, disease is no respecter of persons.
It's not about
So
disease.
whether-
It's the fact that, are we really serious about these
The
vaccines?
vaccine
Because I
didn't
don't get
protect
it.
anything.
Right. I mean, hey,
There are people
we leave it there. I mean, want to discuss
The
our
news is
the
Joe
one that,
Biden got tested. End of discussion.
yes, that is it. We'll take a break. We'll come back from the break. We want to discuss 30 billion naira, what do you call them?
For the accounts, yo.
30 million gang. Yes, stay with us.